So in addition to this year-month column, we're going to introduce another column. So I'm going to click on historical daily, and then I'm going to click on new column. I'm going to introduce a new column called YrQtr. So I'm going to paste my DAX code here. Okay. So this definition is slightly more complicated than the year-month definition. All right. However, it's pretty intuitive. Let me just explain to you. So I'm introducing a new concept called variables. Okay. So in a DAX code, you can have several variables to help you make this long DAX code into several steps. Okay. So here I basically define a variable called underscore quarter number. Okay. So this var is kind of a keyword that kind of I'm telling Power BI here I'm trying to define a variable. Okay. And this variable has a name called underscore quarter number. And this variable is defined as the following. All right. I'm going to use this quarter function to work on this data field, this date data field in this historical daily data set. All right. So the quarter function is going to take this date data field and return the quarter of this date. So for example, if the date field represents September 30th, 2023, then the quarter function is going to return number 3 because we're looking at the date which is the third quarter of a year. Okay, so it's going to return number 3 as this variable value. Okay. Next, we define another variable called year number or underscore year number, and this variable basically returns the following. All right, it's going to use the year function and work on this data field. Okay, again, the date field may take the value of again September 30th, 2023. Okay, assuming the date is September 30th, 2023. So the year function is going to return the year of that date, basically 2023. Okay, so 2023 is going to be assigned as a value of this variable underscore year number. All right. So now we have two numbers. One is this quarter number 3. The other is this year number, which is 2023. So we are constructing a column called YrQtr. So I'm going to basically combine these two together. I'm going to show the quarter, the year for this particular date, and I'm going to show this in a specific format. So for the quarter, I'm going to use the format function. Excuse me. I'm going to use the format function to show the quarter as a letter Q followed by this number 3. Okay, so here this format presented by this /Q0 basically tells Power BI I wanted to show the quarter number in the following format. It's going to be a letter Q followed by this number, whatever the number is. Okay, it could be the third quarter, it could be the second quarter. I would just want to show that number followed by this letter Q. All right, that number 0 is just a placeholder telling Power BI here I have a numerical value. Okay, it doesn't mean quarter 0. Okay, that's just meaningless, right? So this /Q0 just kind of a format thing that tells Power BI I want to show, for example, if we're talking about the third quarter, so the third quarter is going to be shown as Q followed by number 3. All right, and then this format function which works on this year number is going to return 4 digits. 0, 0, 0, 0. They are representing 4 digits. Okay, so I'm going to show the year in 4 digits. 2, 0, 2, 3. Okay. Sometimes you show years in 2 digits. Okay, so 2023 will be shown as 23. Okay. However, here we're going to use the standard format. We're just going to show the entire 4 digits of the year. All right. Once you have that, once you have the quarter being formatted, also you have the year being formatted, you want to connect them together to show them as one whole piece of text. All right. So I'm going to connect these two pieces of information, the quarter information and the year confirmation by a dash. All right. So here, basically, I'm connecting three pieces of taxes. The first piece is this. So again, for this particular date, September 30th, 2023, this piece is going to show me Q3. Okay. This ampersand sign is a operator that connects texts. Okay. If you have different pieces of texts, you want to connect them together, you use this ampersand sign. Okay, so I have Q3 here, and I want to connect this Q3 with a dash. All right, after this dash, I'm going to add another piece of text using this ampersand sign. Okay, so the third piece of text is going to be this year 2023. So altogether, I will have Q3 dash 2023. Okay, so that's going to be the value of this variable V. So once variable V is defined, I'm done. I just try to show the quarter and the year of this particular date. All right. So this is definition of the year quarter. Once this is done, I will return the value of V. So this return clause will just return what I have already calculated for this variable V. So I will return V here. All right. So that's a whole definition of this year year quarter. Again, year quarter is a calculated column. So in that column, there's many rows. Each row is a different date. Okay. So that's this definition basically is gonna work on each row of that column. Each row of this historical date column, and returns the corresponding quarter dash year of that date. Okay, we'll see the exact thing shown by Power BI in a minute, but here I'm just trying to explain how this DAX code works. So we have constructed the year month column and year quarter column. Now let's take a look at how they are presented in a table format. So let's go to the table view so we can see the table format of this historical daily data table. So now let's see, for example, January 17, 2023, that's a value for the date. All right. Then corresponding to this date, we have JAN space 2023. That's the value for the year month column. All right. Just the shorthand of the month in 3 letters, followed by space, then followed by the 4 digits of the year. That's exactly how we construct this year month column. For the year quarter column, again, that's exactly what we constructed. Letter Q followed by the quarter number 1, okay? And then we have a dash followed by the 4 digits of the year, 2023. Just take a look at another example. They're going to be the same. On July 14th, 2023. Again, we have JOL space 2023 as the year month column, and the Q3-2023 for the year quarter column. That's just the way you can use the format function to show the date in the format you prefer.